You haven't been domed by a woman? You must give it a try. I want to be so mean to you, but because you're on my side today, Inari, I won't. Just know that I could have. Is flirting a kink? Flirting is not a kink. Don't link shame people? Link? Do you mean kink shame? I'm not kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming. I don't think I'm going the right way at all. This does not seem correct. Where the fuck am I? Yeah, this is not correct. Back I go then. Taking feels great for some guys and reverse defecating for others. Yeah. Yeah, we are kink discussing. And look, if you do have a kink that is actually weird, like, you know, he or shit, I'd probably ask kink asking why. Where the fuck? I'm gonna have to look this up again. I'm not doing this shit. I am not doing this shit. I do not. My head hurts too much for this. Where the fuck? What am I trying to find right now? What about handcuffs? I mean, handcuffs would be probably under the kink of... What's it called? Could be under a kink of loss of control. Could be under a kink of actually control if you're the one putting the handcuffs on someone else. But that could fall under quite a few, like... Haha. Yeah, who would ever be into that, Inari? That's crazy. Anyway... time to go find where I'm trying to go here. Yeah, I would say soft dom does count as a kink, most likely. Pog with the sweating, she's fucking crazy. People already know I'm fucking crazy, of course. People not washing deep in the cheeks because they think it's gay. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's not like I like handcuffs, I was just asking I am. I don't think being into handcuffs is even that weird. Not anymore. Maybe I'm just too kink positive. I'm probably not the best person to talk to about what's weird and what's not, because like I said, I am into some weird shit. Not bodily fluids. You already know I hate bodily fluids, but some weird shit already. Why did I get tagged in this? Wait, why did you get tagged in the Fuda stuff? Handcuffs was like BDSM or a form of rope play? Yeah, like light stuff. Like baby steps, sure. 72. I told you it was in the 70s. DNC is like unwilling listener ASMR? Maybe. Is that a kink? No, that's just being a good person. If you don't eat pussy, you're a bad person. I'm just saying. Now which one? I'm just trying to figure out what I am. I mean, red? This is crazy. They knew, Kim. They just knew. I will go to hell and back for the Goonie. If you're not ready for the Goon, just say so. Did I say that? When did I say that? It's true. It's true. But when did I say that? Okay, I'm trying to find the trousers right now. Ew, trousers. In the house and the main floor, Mark comes down the ladder into the tunnel, room with 2 gates. You on the area you can interact with opening a hidden room. Oh, okay. Okay. No, I've already done the Radovid one, haven't I? Unless? I've done all of those quests, haven't I? There's no favor for Radovid there. My head does still hurt. Blech. You're kind of tame compared to like 2VTubers I watch. Do I want to know? Why? Why am I tame compared to them? I'm curious now. I don't want to say true fun, but true. Oh, I can say what I'm into that's weird. It doesn't make any sense at all, actually. It literally doesn't make any sense at all. So, I don't like pain, right? Like, genuinely don't like pain. But I like bruises. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It makes no fucking sense. How does that make any sense? Like, I don't like pain, but I like bruises. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It doesn't even make sense to me. It doesn't even make sense to me. Bruises are the... That's what I'm saying, Grapey. I'm literally saying that it's not... No, like, I don't like hickeys. I actually don't like hickeys, genuinely. I like bruises, though. I could not even begin... I don't know. That's one where's Squirrely? I need Squirrely to, fuck, what's it called? Psychoanalyze me. Figure out why the fuck I like bruises even though I don't like pain. Like, it would make sense to like bruises if you like pain. But I don't like pain. So why the fuck do I like bruises? Oh, I love Mihara.
Look at that. Just look.
Do we need a psyche vow? It's way too late for that, my dude. It's way too late for that. You can get relatively low pain bruises. You might like cupping if the place goes to place you go to does it right. What is cupping? Well, I mean, I get bruises all the time from Pole, and I do really like them. So I also bruise really easily, so maybe that helps. It doesn't actually take a lot for me to bruise, so it probably works out all right then. Some of the things they've said make you less unhinged. Well, I'm not a furry, so that probably helps as well. I'm not really a scaly, but like, I'm not opposed to people that are scaly. I'm not opposed to scaly things, whereas I am very opposed to furry things. Sorry, I don't like body hair, so I'm pretty sure that's why I don't like furries. I don't like body hair. I think the most controversial kink might be... Well, see, that's interesting. So, NTR as a hentai tag you enjoy versus NTR as a kink would probably be different. And it also depends on where you see yourself. Because, well, usually in NTR it tends to be like a guy, like two guys, one guy getting fucking unwillingly cupped, and then one guy, like some guys who like NTR from what I've heard like it because they picture themselves as the like guy doing the cucking, you know what I mean? And you know, I think bodily fluids are gross. I hate bodily fluids. I hate bodily fluids. I don't like spit. I don't like blood. I don't like piss. I don't like shit. I don't like any of it. I hate bodily fluids. And I only like cum if it's inside me. I don't like it if it's on me. Well, no, because NTR is not consensual. If it's actual cucking, it's not. It's consensual, like actual cucking. If it's NTR, it's not consensual. Cupping is some folk medicine for improved blood flow. Oh, okay, fair enough. I have a vor kink, but only absorption, not the hard gory stuff. Well, you would really like my lore then. The D1 dry Jorica. What? I think NTR is worse. If you like it, you're the problem. That makes sense. That makes sense. Look, yeah, I have a headache. I have currently taken, well, it's not like they're crazy painkillers or anything, but I have a headache, so you know what? I'm just going with the flow right now. Nothing, Brendan. You missed absolutely nothing. Wait, you can imagine yourself be the Mr. Celia girl? Bro, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I don't hate NTR, but it's for a very different reason, for which I don't know if it's worse or better if I explain why I don't hate NTR. I should probably explain it. It's probably more understandable if people No, it's not. Well, yeah, actually, unironically, NTR art tends to usually be really good. But also, as expanding on what was said earlier, which is terrible, but I should say I should be fine with it because, you know, not unusual, especially for women. NTR is usually not consensual on the woman's part either. So yeah. Hey, I got all my pieces now. I can actually go make my gear better. It stands for Netorere or whatever. I think it's Netorere, Rare, whatever. I don't know how you say it properly. But it's like cheating, but like it's a weird one. It's like cucking but non-consensual is probably the easiest way to say it. Yeah. Yeah, but it seems like so many people do. Like the really good art is always like NTR, which is kind of annoying. Okay, I'll have a look at the cupping stuff. Thank you. Wait, oh. Huh? I'm so confused. What? Just go for Notori then? No, wait, what's Notori? I think you might be misunderstanding. The wax, the hot wax stuff is weird to me. I would understand it better if it was something edible. I wouldn't be opposed to wax play if someone I was like dating or whatever wanted to do it. It's not something I'm particularly into, but I would think wax play is probably very tame. Do people usually do CNC within a relationship? I'd imagine that dynamic to be a bit weird if it's outside of one. I don't think I personally could ever do CNC outside of a relationship. I feel like that would be very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. NTR is non-consensual for both the male and the female. Yes. Well, it's non-consensual for the guy, for the couple usually. Not always. Not all NTR is, but usually NTR is like, a lot of the times it's like blackmail. But yeah, it's usually the woman is like being blackmailed into it or something. Why do people watch that shit? Because we have problems. Because we have problems. That's why. You think that kinks survive from being like a normal person, bro? No. I'm pretty sure there's like facts that most kinks develop due to like some sort of trauma. Usually. Yeah. I see CNC and think you're talking about metal machining. I was really concerned. CNC inside of a relationship or friends with benefit? Yeah, no, exactly. It's literally not CNC at that point. If it's not, yeah. I don't think you can technically do CNC with someone you don't know very well, because then, yeah, you wouldn't know. It's got to be with someone you trust very, very, very much. Most vile shit I've ever seen is mind control. I love that I'm out here shitting on so many people's kinks and then so many people are out here shitting on mine. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I like mind control. But you know what it is? I think it's different for women and men. I think a lot of women are into this kind of stuff because a lot of women are kind of like taught. And I think, okay, if I'm going to psychoanalyze myself, I'm going to psychoanalyze this right now and say, when I was growing up, I grew up in a very, very, very Christian household where I was taught that, like, sex is like, you don't, like, it's a terrible, terrible. You only have sex when you're married. Basically, you know, like, only for procreation. It's terrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's sinning, blah, blah, blah. So I think the reason why a lot of women end up liking CNC and, like, that kind of stuff is because they get to enjoy sex without feeling like they're a slut. They get to enjoy sex without feeling like they did anything wrong. If that makes sense. And yes, what Kim has said. Is also definitely a difference between liking things in porn and liking things IRL. I can tell you right now that 99% of the women who enjoy CNC or even complete non-consent in fiction, none of them want that IRL. None of them. Because that is, yes, beyond fucked up. Beyond fucked up. None of them want that IRL. Trust me. But once again, if I hope that is my psychoanalyzation of myself for that. And I think that is a big thing for a lot of women. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is one of the reasons why NTR is such a big thing as well in like Japan and stuff. In a lot of countries where sex is seen as like, you know, bad in a sense. Women tend to be into these sorts of things because that way they can sort of enjoy it without feeling bad about themselves. If that makes sense. You can tell how happy she is. I'm just yapping. It's interesting. I mean, if it happened IRL, yes, it would be fucked up. Exactly. Exactly. You don't ever want that to happen IRL. I don't think you're meant to think that it's good when people are like looking at stuff like that. I don't think any of them are like, yes, this is morally okay. I don't think anyone is like, yes, this is, well, actually, I can't say that. I'm sure there probably is people who are like, yes, this is morally okay when they are looking at stuff like that. But most normal people are not looking at that like, yes, this is morally okay. No, it's not meant to be morally okay. Yeah, no one looks at that and is like, well, I mean, look, I could be wrong. But I don't think most people actually think, yes, I want to do that IRL to someone. I could be wrong. There probably is some freaks who are like that. But in my experience, people who are into that don't actually want to do that, if that makes sense. Is this the correct guy? That is the correct guy, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's the taboo, exactly. And it is often, yes, women who do a lot of NTR, I'm telling you. And you know why? It's exactly what I just told you. You know why so many women are into NTR? Because they get to enjoy, like, sex and feeling wanted without feeling like they did anything wrong.
Greetings, IBR.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of
And
help?
I can promise you, nobody, well, okay, not nobody, I can't say such a blanket statement. The vast majority of people who are into that weird shit in like hentai and stuff don't want it to happen IRL in any way.
My sword ready yet?
It is.
Yay!
Behold and admire. A sword to outshine.
But yes, there are people who are freaks like that. But I know a lot of women into some fucked up shit like that, and none of them want that to happen IRL. None of them.
It is I who thank you for everything.
Listen, would you craft something for me?
Exactly what Fullen's saying there. Violence isn't morally okay, but it's more acceptable in media. I've been killing people left, right, and center, you know? Like, do I want to kill people IRL? No, dude. I can barely say something mean to someone, actually. Like, it's just, like, in video games and shit, I fucking love violence. I just explained earlier how I literally cannot handle watching videos of IRL like pranks where people get hurt. Like I literally can't watch people get hurt in prank videos. And yet I love violence in video games. So like fantasy and IRL are completely different. Completely different. And exactly what Angel's saying. It's hot as a controlled fantasy and nothing beyond that. Which again is also why I was saying that if you were to do anything CNC, you do that only with someone you're insanely comfortable with. You would never do that with someone you did not know in any way. Maybe it's an empathy thing. Well, yeah, because IRL, like, that's... I hate it. Exactly. Differentiating fantasy and reality is very important. When you can't tell the difference, you need to seek some advice. Is it bad that I laugh when someone gets hurt in or from pranks? Maybe. Depends, but... like, I don't like it, personally. Yay! So I could make that one, but there's no point because I'm not level 29 yet, so I may as well just use that one, right? I got a fancy sword. I'm gonna make a fancy steel sword. Worst part about NTR is watching the victim accepted. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that ever happens in NTR I've ever looked at. I don't think that ever happens. I don't think the other guy or the guy or whatever ever finds out in anything I've ever seen. Okay, but I'm not really mean to you. I don't actually want to hurt your feelings. I want to tease you. I want to give you shit. I don't actually want to hurt your feelings. which is why we have a literal safe word in chat, because if I was to actually hurt someone's feelings, I would feel bad, I would apologize, and I would stop.
Greetings, IPA.
Yes, I'm a
Greetings,
brat. I don't
Geralt. How
actually
might I
want to
be
hurt
of
people.
help?
I like banter. I don't actually want to hurt people's feelings. That would make me feel
Listen.
bad. Exactly. Can barely say that. Yeah, wait, I read that one again. It does sometimes. I'm sure it does. My little sister texted me and told me to take pics of a grave full buster cosplays at Anime Expo. Look, she knows what she wants. I respect that. Yeah, we do have a safe word, genuinely. I've used it in chat before when stuff has made me uncomfortable. Blade from the Bits. What a name. Most of this shit doesn't even dismantle into anything good. What's the point? Whatever, I'm just gonna sell it. I've used it, yeah. There's like nothing wrong with it. Sometimes the woman is a victim too, and that feels rough. Well, no, you see, that's what I was saying, is most of the time when I watch it, that's probably the ones that I'm watching, because I'm weird. I'm not allowed into management because I have no filter. If you act redacted, I'm gonna call you redacted. Fair enough. Goofy R name for wait, what? What's the goofy R name? Oh, Stardew Valley? Wait, what? Sea Cucumber from Stardew Valley? I don't get the joke. I don't get the joke. Oh, Blade from the Bits. Yeah, that is a weird one. I don't get that. What bits? I'm uncomfortable. Cocksword? Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So long.
Where are we up to now? I've actually been able to upgrade my stuff. I'm really happy. I didn't realize I hadn't bought the stuff. This whole time I wasn't upgrading my stuff purely because I thought that I couldn't. Oh wait, he also gave me, oh, that was the gear he gave me. Did I just sell it back to him? No, I kept it. Okay. Oh, that's what he gave me. He gave me the, wait. Oh, damage scales with character level. But it's still worse than what I already have, so whatever. My mother's always telling me she loves me and misses me. I always just look at her and say, really, mother? Maybe that's just the way she shows love. No worries, Inari. All good. Thank you. Have a good time with work. Yeah, wait, did you guys not know that sea cucumbers are real animal? No way. There's no way you didn't know that's a real animal. Have you ever visited a fucking aquarium? Hello? Oh god, Toby, I was gonna say, don't fucking do that to me. I swear to god, I will backhand you. Not in a fun way. How's the rating? Rating? Who's rating? Where the fuck am I going? No, I want to find a person who makes gear. And if I can backhand you back? Nope. Absolutely not. That's not how this works. Don't say dumb shit then. I could always ban you if that's what you'd prefer. That's why people dislike this mission. The reward is not worth the trouble.
Washed your hair lately?
Yeah, I actually washed my hair yesterday. Can I go up there? No thanks, not preferred. Well, there we go then. It was an ocean pickle? You could probably call it an ocean pickle if you want to. Banned for no knowledge? No, that's not why I'm banning him. I'm banning him for responding in a not good way to my banter. Which I can do, because this is not a democracy, as I said before. It is in fact a dictatorship. The only reward he makes is the best tier sword till the DLC. Oh, well, I got this sword, but my sword's better. My feline level 2 sword is better than his sword. Why am I doing this? Oh my god, I don't want to go there. My brain is not working. I need the armorer. Can any armorer make it? Where are the There's an armorer here.
Doth rape. Fear not, for we shall spill only the blood of outlaws.
I thought it was for lying about knowing about the sea cucumber. No, the backhanding would be for lying about the knowledge. The banning would be for saying you wanted to backhand me back. Once again, not a democracy. I may be into some weird shit, but I'm actually not into being hit. Not across the face anyway. So I'm not into slapping. I'm not into slapping or being punched or anything like that. Yeah, that's shit. Not even in fantasy, to be honest.
Get to your white mug.